Hey everyone, Once Bitten here at the Battle Report. So this is the second game I'm playing with my Beastmen in preparation for Brawler Bash, just seeing if I like how they play. I'm going against Warriors of Chaos list, and this is precisely the kind of list that I'm worried about. A very highly mobile list that doesn't allow me to pick my fights. So I've got, basically three huge hordes. I've got a pretty dominant magic phase and a bunch of chaff, and how can it deal with a demon prince and chimeras and stuff like that. So start at the top right, he's got 4 skull crushers, some dogs, some Slanesh marauders on horse, some more dogs, a chimera, just a few trolls with Throg. Thought that was interesting. A couple chariots. Let's see, behind him he's got his battle standard bearer. He's got the typical, like a 1-up armor save and a 3-up ward save, reroll 1s. Some more dogs, some marauders behind him, a demon prince. He's got the lore of Slanesh. I don't know his kit. Doesn't matter. He's got, I believe, a level 2 lore of metal and another chimera. I've got a couple chariots. I should say in ambush I've got 2 units of Ungor Raiders, and I have a small unit of 20 Ungors. So 2 chariots. In the building I've got 1 unit of 5 Ungor Raiders, and I have all of my spellcasters in there because they're within 6 inches of that herdstone, which is in the lower right. So I've got the level 4 lore of Shadow, and 2 level 1 lore of Shadow. I've got a scroll, a power stone, which I totally forgot about, and the Hearthstone shard. I've got a Razagore being proxied by that Dragon Ogre. And I've got a big horde of Gore, some Harpies behind him, a Chariot, a Razagore, a horde of Bestigore. If you look in the front left corner of that unit, it's got my Battle Standard Bearer as well as my General. The General has, you can look at my last battle report for his build, but it's the 1-up rerollable armor save. And there's Harpies behind him. The BSB, by the way, has like a 3-up, 5-up. And then another horde of Gore and Ungor Raiders on the far right. So we go to Vanguard. He Vanguards up half of his army. And, yeah, there's the left side of the board. Oh, this is actually Beastman turn 1, because you can see on the far left I have Ungor Raiders that entered, and they had to enter from the left board edge. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them over there because there's nothing there's nothing in this army they're gonna do. I probably should just brought him in behind his lines. So if you look at the chariots, I think, yeah, I don't think I just kind of moved him up a little bit. Obviously I wasn't thinking because he can fly 20 inches and get out of their arc of sight, which was just silly of me. I wasn't thinking. It looks like that. I push up very, very aggressively with my Bestigore. I think really there's nothing on the table I'm worried about with my Bestigore. So I like being in the middle of the table. And then my thinking is I'll just sweep left, and I should be okay. So if I have my Gore unit on the left of this picture that possibly can get Occams, and I've got my Bestigore, if they can wheel left and kind of pincer him in, I should be able to get some units, but his chimeras can fly, his demon prince can fly. There's only so much I can do. So during the shooting phase, the awesome Ungor Raiders kill a couple dogs, but nothing happens. You go to Warriors Chaos turn 1. So on the far right, you can see it looks like that. He hangs back with his chimera at the very top of this picture. On the left, he moves up just a little bit. He actually made a huge, huge mistake. So what I'm drawing here is the 45-degree angle from his troll unit. So my Bestigore unit can charge the flank of his trolls with Throg, and I need a 6 to make that charge. If I make it, I almost certainly will absolutely destroy him in combat, overrun, probably hit the flank of the chariot, and get a chunk of points and just really be in a good place. If less takes Chimera and a Demon Prince and flies out of my line of sight, which I felt just so dumb. So dumb. So it looks like that. Over on the right. In all honesty, I don't know what the deal is here, why his Skull Crushers did not move up more aggressively, but it looks like that. And we go to Beastman turn 2. So if you look on the left-hand side, my small Gore unit has to come in again on the left side of the table. I don't really know what to do with those guys, to be honest. I don't know a good place to put them, but I put them there. The big news is, yeah, there they are. The big news is these guys failed. I needed to roll a 6 on 2 dice, and it didn't happen. That just, oh, what a missed opportunity. It was a horrible mistake by my opponent. So they failed charge. So now his chaff is going to be able to get up there and really slow them down. My Razor Gores slowing down a little bit. My plan is not to take that. My plan is just to flee. So I've got a couple Razor Gores, a chariot, another chariot to the left. I'm just going to flee with everything and try to get him to fail a bunch of charges. This is what the right looks like. My Harpies charge his Marauders on horse. I figure I'll have a charge. They have 2 attacks each. That's 10 attacks. I'll get to go first. I almost certainly should win that and should be okay. And the Gorian on the right, I just kind of inch over to my left. After combat, it looks like that. I do a single wound. He does a couple to me. He wins combat and overruns and gets my Harpies. I hate that. I hate losing combat on my turn. Warriors Chaos turn 2. So, yeah, he does a bunch of charging. You can see I flee with a chariot and both Razor Gores. I flee. He has a bunch of failed charges. I think he redirected his chariot to something else to my left. But anyway, they all failed, as you can see. He parks a Chimera at the flank of my Bestigor, and he's just going to lay a strength 4 flame template down on them. Get that unit weakened a little bit. Chimera charges a chariot. I didn't flee because he just easily would have caught me. Demon Prince charges the building. On my turn, I pulled my characters out and put them where he really couldn't charge them. So they're just going to be dancing around that herdstone trying to stay out of charge range of the Demon Prince. Demon Prince can have those Ungor Raiders. I don't mind that. And he took his Battle Standard Bearer on the disc and flies into my Gore unit, which I think is a good move. And there's the right-hand side. Yeah, that's not good. During my last magic phase, I lowered the toughness on the Battle Standard Bearer. Didn't help. I can't get past the saves. His level 2 Lore of Metal charged my Ungor Raider unit, beat them, and overran into the flank of this unit. He won. I was steadfast on a 7. More pictures there. After combat, obviously the Demon Prince wins. Chimera kills the chariot, but he's set up for a countercharge by my Gore. I like that. I think my other chariot must... I think the other chariot fled a charge. I think that's why he's back there. So, Beastmen turn 3. Yeah, so overall it looks like that. On the right-hand side, my Gore unit is just continuing to move over to the left. My best Gore charged his dogs, which were redirecting him. I rallied both my Razor Gores. The Gore unit on the left charges Chimera, and he fled and got away. I really thought I was going to catch him there. These guys needed not much. I shouldn't say that. I think they needed a 7 or 8, and they could hit the flank of that Chimera. I really liked my odds there. I mean, he would get his attacks, and he'd have Thunderstomp. I get all that, but I would have a charge, a flank, a banner, 3 ranks, and any wounds I can push through. I thought that was my best chance of getting that Chimera, and they failed it because this is a game of failed charges. That's a combat I should win. The Ungor Raiders here charged the flank of his Marauders on horse, needing a 5 or a 6 or something like that, and they failed it. And now the right flank isn't a huge deal, but it was starting to tick me off just a little bit. Like, can I please make a charge? I have a combat-oriented army, and I can't get into combat. Over here on the left, yeah, he wins combat again. I'm steadfast, but it doesn't matter. He breaks and runs down my Gore unit. I beat the dogs and I reform to face what I consider to be the bulk of his line. I'm really just trying to keep my leadership and my reroll kind of together. That's why I turned left. And my other unit that started on the right has been inching left. So go to Warriors Cast turn 3. His Skull Crushers finally get into combat with my Gore on the right. That's not good for me. His Chimera charges the rear of my Bestigor. This could be really good or really bad. Basically, if I can move my General and my BSB back there and kill him, then I can reform on my turn and have a choice of what to do. I can reform and charge Throg's unit in the flank, or I can reform and charge the Skull Crushers in the rear. Either way, I'll win whatever I charge. But if he holds me up, that's going to be brutal. He's going to have a flank and a rear. I'm going to have 2 banners and at least 2 ranks. And I'll have a musician. So I start off up by 1. So I need to kill it, or I need to do enough wounds, or have him fluff enough wounds to win that combat. That's absolutely huge. Yeah, there it is. There's that. There's all I can hope for is to hold, but I'm leadership 10 rerollable, so at least I should hold. Hopefully I can do a few wounds to him in the process. And over here, yeah, he's got all these flying characters just moving around. It's getting really tough to hide my my wizards. And he casts some Lore of Celeste spell that's direct damage. I stopped it on turn 2. On turn 3, I couldn't stop it, and he kills my level 4. That's absolutely monstrous, because now I cannot get Occams. And without Occams, I don't have a chance against so many things. After combat, I do 3 wounds to him. I can't kill him. I don't even know who wins combat. Whatever happened, it ended up like this. I just reformed so I can kill him next time. That was critical. I can't believe I actually did 3 wounds to these Skull Crushers. He did a lot more. He wins combat. We all stick around. Beastmen turn 4. Well, on the right-hand side, I can't do anything much because both my big blocks are tied up in combat already. On the left, I charge the Chimera. I need a 7 or an 8, and I fail it. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. If I can make the charge, then I can gang up. I can have a big unit against a small unit. Hopefully he fluffs his attacks and I might win. If I fail the charges, he can countercharge me with multiple units, and it doesn't go well. Looks like that. After combat, I kill another Skull Crusher. That's absolutely amazing. I've never done 6 wounds to a unit of Skull Crushers when I'm only strength 3. He's doing a ton of wounds to me, so I'm reforming like you can see. The Bestigor easily kill the Chimera this turn and reform like that. Warriors of Chaos turn 4. He moves a Chariot up to redirect my Bestigor. He charges Throg and his unit into my Razor Gore. Charges a Chimera into my Gore. Yeah. So my thinking here was that if my Razor Gore fled, then his Gore unit would flee to the right of this picture. But the problem is, if he kills my Razor Gore outright, which is very, very likely, he will overrun straight, and if he rolls decently, he'll run into my Gore unit and get to fight twice, and that's bad for me. He casts Lore of Metal. What is it? Where 1/3 of your guys turn to gold. I'm blanking out on what it is, but anyway, it kills a bunch of my Bestigor. So they're down to, I mean, they're still formidable, but down to about 19 guys in there. Actually, 17 plus characters. He overruns and gets into my Gore unit. That's rough. And over here, yeah, we just continue to lose that fight, but stick around. Beastman turn 5. The Bestigor charge a Chariot. Might as well get something. What a waste. I mean, he's doing a great job of redirecting that unit and giving me nothing. Yeah, there's that. I mean, there's this stupid little fights going on the right. Nothing really matters. The Ungor Raiders go up to shoot at his last Marauder Horseman, and they kill him. Whoop-de-doo. Over here, yeah, Throg and his minions and the Chimera easily just destroy the Gore unit. And you look at the Skull Crusher. Skull Crushers just open a big can on my Gore unit. I'm down to 5 guys. But I'm steadfast. They started at 45. They're down to 5. The best Gore unit easily beat the Chariot and reform, but it's going to be his turn next, and he can choose to do what he wants. So he charges Throg and his minions into the Bestigor. Everybody else does what you can see. It looks like that. That's before combat, obviously. After combat, yeah, they're just not good at all. I fed my champion to Throg. I do not want my characters in with Throg. He will destroy anything I have. But there's not a whole lot I can do. And we go to Beastman turn 6. Yeah, my Harpies take care of some dogs. Yeah, so my Battle Standard Bearer, I fed my BSB to Throg. He demolished him. So it looks like that. Warriors cast turn 6. He goes in for the coup de grace. I assume that's his Battle Standard Bearer. A couple Skull Crushers. This is way overkill. He didn't need to do this. And yeah, he destroys that. So at the end of the game, I've got, what, a unit of Ungor Raiders and some Harpies. And I might have a fleeing level 1 wizard on the board. And actually, I got no points from him because, you know, where is points? Is 2 Chimeras. I got 1 Chimera. Skull Crushers he still has. Demon Prince he still has. Throg and the Trolls he still has. This is a brutal, brutal loss to the Beastmen. You know, it's funny though, because this is the game I was worried about because I can't control the combats. I can't force them to come to me. I don't have any shooting or anything. And if he can gang up on me and pick and choose his combats, there's nothing I can do. And that's my problem with this Beastman list, is either it's incapable of, or I don't know how to get the combats I want. That being said, I had a lot of missed charges. I mean, if I had made the charge with the best scores into the flank of Throg, that changes everything. Because now I kill them, I overrun into a chariot, I'm all up in his business, and he would have been in a rough spot. If I would have got a charge on the Chimera, kind of the same thing. So you never know. But this is why I don't think I'm going to take my Beastmen to Brawler Bash, because I just don't think I can handle some lists. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey everyone, Once Bitten here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As you know, YouTube has several functions you can use to interact with videos such as this. You can like the video, you can leave a comment, you can favorite the video. I want you to know that I appreciate it when you do things like that. It feels much more interactive than simply me talking to a screen. So if you're willing to do so, please like, comment, and favorite the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you want, and you certainly are welcome to share this video on your blog or other websites if you are so inclined. Again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.